I find Lighthouse Leather Company out of Australia. Going through their Instagram site, thinking I could find something nice. And I come across this green Cordovan leather with Pueblo, liking the look of that. And I'm thinking, what else do they got? I'm scrolling, and then all of a sudden, there it is. The Horween leather of Asia, letter Ogawa from Japan. They call it Evershine. This is in black Cordovan, beautiful, in a reverse configuration that Lighthouse Leather calls Astragal. I look at this and I go, I'm in love, and I need this now.
We'll talk more once you have a piece of leather in your teeth.
Leather.
So, is letter Ogawa leather as good as Horween leather? Well, let's take a look at this beauty of a wallet first, and then find out. Let's open this box here. We've got a thank you card. Thank you, Alex Zucchi. He is the owner-maker. See his name here. I contacted him via email, and that's how we got this special order going. Let's get into this bag and pull out this original. Well, there are only a couple stamps on Cordovan hides, and so it does take a special order here. And here we go. Beautiful. Love that stamp. That is of the tannery. Got a nice stamp from Lighthouse Leather. That sewing looks excellent. And if we look at the bottom, oh boy, yeah, look at this. Love this burnishing. I like me a high sheen burnish, and we got that here. It looks like Alex does that with most of his products, and we've got a nice stamp from him. And of course, this is a reverse configuration, so we've got the Cordovan leather, that Evershine that Ogawa calls it, on the interior. And love this flare. Let's keep going. Letter Ogawa goes through a degreasing, a drying, shaving, glazing, and dyeing, which really is their secret sauce, and then finishing. They use mimosa tannins for what they do. Now, they go through very small batches of this, all done by hand and not rushed, sometimes taking up to 6 months to get to a complete Cordovan hide. Now, Horween goes through a similar process, yet it's still a little bit different. Hang on, and we'll get to that. For the feature review, you can see it's a pretty simple wallet. We've got 2 slots on the exterior, one in the front, one in the back. Cards, cash, works well. Then, of course, an interior slot where you'd put more cards, ones you'd use less frequently, and some cash. And there you go. It measures 4 by 2.9 by 0.5, and it weighs 40 grams. That's 1.4 ounces. What a beautiful wallet. Well, the company makes no recommendation on number of cards. 6 to 8 plus cash seems to be fine for me, and it would work for you, I'm sure. And of course, it'll stretch. Now, this is designed and made in Australia from full-grain veg-tanned leather, Ogawa, Cordovan leather, which we've mentioned. You can see being flesh side out. We can look down, and you can see the Evershine, they call her, the shiny Cordovan finish for this black Cordovan. And when we look at this a little bit closer, we can see that it just has a beautiful sheen to it. I mean, having this be outward is great. And of course, coming back to the burnishing, you just see the high gloss. And like I said, I love high gloss. I think it's fantastic. In the reverse configuration, you can see that the flesh side is exposed, and that is the stamp of the tannery. And like I mentioned, there's only a couple of these stamps per hide, so they have to be very prominent, and you have to special order them, really. Now, it is priced for $300, which is quite a bit of money. But other than that, you can see from a usability perspective the flare that we have here. And that flare is from 2 pieces of leather wrapped over each other. And you would think that cards put in there would actually, this flare would help them fall out, but they don't, because it pinches at the bottom. So it provides great capacity in at the top, which could expand at the bottom, but it does not have the cards fall out. So really, what is the difference between letter Ogawa and Horween leather? Well, the difference comes down to how they do their final finishing of their Cordovan pieces. And the letter Ogawa, they use this dyeing process, and it's the special mechanism. It's a manual process they go through to do that. Horween does a lot of similar things too, but there is a slight difference. And if it comes right down to it for me, well, I don't know. So really, is letter Ogawa Cordovan leather better than Horween? Well, since both methods, which are different, come to the same conclusion, it really comes down to your personal preference. Now, while I love this letter Ogawa leather and am impressed by all the manual processes they go into, and I do like the smell of this, the smell of Horween leather is just divine and a little better for me. So now on to the final score. For quality of 5, price of 1, it's pretty expensive, features of 3, usability of 4, and perception of 4. That gives us a final score of 36 out of 50.